Wow. Just waiting for, it's live, both live, oh my goodness. So, tonight, there's a lot of things. In my group Netties, I've asked the ladies if they would share the card I'm making, would they share the video to one of their friends who's crafty for me, and the lady and then they will, when they are nominated and they share, they will get, the first person one lady has already been picked for tonight, which was Leanne, I don't know if it's Keown, I better not tattle. So we suggest a card and stamp set or dies that I have got, if I've got them, to make. So she wanted, and I'll grab my catalogue to show you what she wanted. She wanted the one called Lines, where was it? In the Lines. It's a small one. I should have had that out. Layers of Beauty, Lifetime of... It's something Lines. Have I got the right catalogue? I have. Stamps it's under. Lifetime of Love, Layers of Thought. No. Oh my goodness, I should have looked this up before. It is a little one on its own. Let me have a look. Oh, not... I thought I wrote it. She wanted Along Those Lines. I should have looked at the whole sentence there, girls. Along These Lines, page 95. And I had not brought it, but I decided to go rogue and make something with lines. So the one she wanted was this one, Along These Lines. I have to get it because look at that little puppy. Isn't that beautiful? So it's all just lines. So, how do you like my lines? Look at my little lines. Okay, and that's tearing, I've torn paper to do that. So tonight, that's my card for Leanne. And so if she shares my video with someone, I will post that to her tomorrow. Now, we did pick for next week Colleen Casey, who wants a fancy fold with memorable blooms, which, as far as I know, I think is still on last chance. So next Tuesday, that's the one I'll be doing. And then I'll just go into my group and pick another person for the next week. So I put it onto the card place under that post, and your name will come up, and you have the option that night when I'm on to either share my video with a crafty friend and send me a private message to say you've done that, and I will send you that card. Okay, so that's what Colleen has to do next week. She has to answer it, and then I go in. So that needs a drink, all that walk, all that working. I've just finished today. We've been making bags for, look at these little, these are these are the stamps, totes and notes, and the dies are these ones. Look at this. So they've got sun cream, they've got a little tag to go on the bag. So the bag looks like this, and this folds up. But what happened is I didn't do this on a full-size card because it's only a little box, so I had to adjust. And I got my big bag and I cut it down, which I'll show you. So we've still got a bag, if you have a look there, see? It's still got sort of an open. It's got two things. It's got the sunglasses. I didn't have enough room to put on the sun cream in that, so the sun cream's lying on the beach, and it's got, look at that, and I've sparkled up the water and left the sky in blue. So I hope that Leanne thinks I've covered her lines. Isn't that funny? So these are the little glasses that are in it. You put them together, cut them out twice and put them together. So I just put those there. So while I'm bringing that out, there's my instructions, but they're all on the information at the beginning of my live, so you're really covered. All right. And these are what I've used to cut out. So in this one, I've done this twice in the orange, whatever scraps you've got, Timid Tiger, and then the glasses I did in black and see if I had this over here, black and Gorgeous Grape. I've got a whole drawer of scraps and I keep every one of them. I keep pieces this big because they'll all come in handy and I just use them. We've got the sun stamped. This is just done on a piece of white cardstock and then added some DSP. The bag and the sun cream are using the DSP called Floral Delight. Okay, so I think I've written all that on my instructions. Oh, it looks like I left Floral Delight out. It was only such a little bit. It's actually Pumpkin Pie. Have I put that? Peacan? No, it's not. It is Pumpkin Pie. It's an orange, not Timid Tiger. Because I didn't get any cardstock for Timid Tiger. That's a new one. So, okay. Now, one of the things I usually do is just cut my things out so I don't hold you up too much. And I'll put that in the thing so I don't lose anything, because you can knock things over and life's tough when you lock things over. Now, here I am now. Oh no, was live. Where am I live today? Okay. Alright. I'm assuming I am live on the other side. I can see it moving. Let's get cracking, guys. So all I've done is a bit of brushing, but I haven't used brushing. I've used the daubers. So I keep my daubers in here and have their names all written and add, so when I need a colour, they're already sitting there waiting. My name tag, I didn't put this on the list, is more messages, and to cut them out in a one die, and you get a whole bag like this. So it's more messages, that's its number there, 165471, but it's not really. As it cuts them all out, so you're not going to put the same tag on for some. Tonight we're not either. Oh, hello over on YouTube. Please say hello. I'd like that. And I can't see anyone with to view what your viewers see. I don't want to do that. I want to see if anyone's commenting or come on. Netties, maybe I'm not in it properly. Annette Falconer, yeah. Well, it says I'm live. And this is weird. So let's go to Netties and see why I can't see. I am live, ha ha. That took me all of 5 minutes to say nothing. So notes and totes, the stamps are only, you know, flowers and bits like this and some words. So I don't even know, Oh Happy Day came out of that bag. Alright, let's put this away. Our sunshine comes out of there. And let's get started. So I've told you all the stamps we're using. And oh, Leanne, thank you. Don't forget to share, and then I'll put and send me your share my video with someone that's Cardi that you know, and send me your address, or you might have already done that. I'll double check. Okay, so as you know from all the information, look, I did cut out the little scarf, but because I'd made the bag smaller, it was way too big. But I show that's just really cute, all these things in here. Okay, so we've got a little bit of cardstock here to do, guys. It's all on your list. So of course our first one is the easy one. It's the 8 1/4. 8 1/4 by 5 1/2, and we're going to score it at, I'm just going to move that up a bit over here so I can see, because I wrote it all down. No, I didn't write it on there. We are going to score it in half, so because it's 8.2, 8.25, we're going to score it 4 1/8, and as I say, 2 notches over is that. Right, now, yes, so I haven't done the scores on the card. Yes, I did. Score at 4 1/8 and 2 1/16. Go figure, guys. See if you can work that one out. So 2. So if 2 marks was 1 1/8, sorry, 1 1/4, then 1 mark is 1 1/8. Hold on, let me just double check. Yep, that's correct. So see here, 4 and 1. And so this one we're going to make it into half. Now you can either score it, like I said, at score at 4 1/8 and 2 1/16. See if you can do that. 1/16 is just under. You know, I can't stand doing that. 1/16. 2 and 1/16 is 1 over. That's not right. I'm sure it's 2 and 1 because we did 2 on the other one. 2 and 1. Okay, that's the 16th and like that. So normally what I do, I cheat and fold it back. Alright, so let's just bone fold those down. Now, sometimes when I do a card like that, you think it's going to happen, which way is it going to happen, but it does. I'm going to pop that up out of there a bit so you can still see it, but it's, Leanne, what did you think of my, taking your lines and making them different? I'll show you how to make them in a minute. So this gives us this stand, like this, okay? So normally sometimes you might give a card like that, and you can do that, but we're going to lay it down. So put that to the side for a minute. The piece we're going to stand on is Blueberry Bushel again, which is 4 1/2 by 3 1/2. So we put that away for a minute because I'm going to show you what my little tricky here. Get those out of the road. So now I have a piece of of white cardstock that's 5 1/4 by 3 1/2. 5 1/4 by 5 1/4 by 3 3/4. So it's that one we're using. Okay. Oh my, actually, we're going to use this one because I'm going to show you what we're going to do. Right. So what I'm going to do is we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tiers to do. So we're just going to tier. So there's one. Put them in order. Don't mix them up because then they won't. And if they do, like one of mine did, you just put something over it. 1, 2. There's my lines, Leanne. 3. 4. and 5. So, oh hello, my husband's checking on me. He likes to make sure I'm okay and my video's running and I haven't screwed it up again. I don't know if anyone else does lives, but he did me a full page by page how to use OBSN and Facebook at the same time without fail, and it's all free. So go figure on that one. We got some more comments there. I don't see them though. I have to turn that sound in. Hello, Roslyn. Oh, hi, Kaylee. That's very nice of you to pop in. So first of all, we're going to use the Balmy Blue for the sky. And so I'll just get my dauber. And there's Balmy Blue. Alright, so I'm going to get a bit on there because on the bottoms I want the lines, get it Leanne? I want the lines to be nice and tight, that you can see them. So I'm rubbing across the bottoms. Alright, and then I'm just going to swirl around like it's the sky. Leaving a bit of white in. Okay, so that's that one. And I did a second one in that as well. Isn't that fun? It's so easy with the dauber. So around we go. And we've got number 2. I like a bit of the white in there, so I'll pop that away. And now my second colour is Lost Lagoon. Now that's my ocean. So the top is the sky and then there the ocean. So it's a bluey green, this Lost Lagoon. That's the wrong one. Lost Lagoon. I got a whole list here, guys. Lost Lagoon. There it is, up there at the top. Yes, I better shut the Balmy Blue before I stick my fingers into that. Okay, so again across the bottoms. See, it looks more like a greeny blue. It's very light, Lost Lagoon really, the cardstock and everything. So again, because it's ocean, I can't really draw an ocean. Oh my goodness, my son moved to Gold Coast and his kids are 2 and 4, nearly 2 and 4 in August, and he takes them surfing already, so I've seen a lot of ocean. And the bottom again, can you see that going on nicely? Alright. Trying to get, I don't know how to make swirls. Kaylee, you'd know how to make swirls. Kaylee, what does it mean bring them on video? So if I point, Kaylee wants to join you on the video, your audience is set to custom. Okay, what do I do then? So only the people that you select can watch this live broadcast. Oh, I don't know what that means. Kaylee, you'll have to tell me because I don't understand that. Okay, so can you see where I'm going, girls? We got that. I'll put that away. Oh, my fingers always end up so coloured. My room's a mess. We did one of our sewing bees today. And then I've got Peacan Pie for my ocean. And I'm also going to take that other piece of card because we're going to put a little bit of that on the oceans, on the ocean. What's it called? The sand. So Peacan Pie is, where are we? Oh, hold on. Peacan Pie, number 2 over here. Okay. I just saw on my computer a warning that there's going to be a frost tomorrow. I thought, my goodness. Today it said it was going to be like 6 degrees and oh my God, it was so light. It was nice. Right, now while I've got my plug out, my thing out, I'm going to do the bottom of, this is for the card to go inside. And so as you can see there, I've got some of this at halfway. And what I will do is use that piece of scrap, and I won't use that one. I'll use a piece of my white. You know how you always have some left over when you've done your... I'm just going to line that up in my squares. So I know seas and oceans never really quite the same, but it's going to be covered up anyway. So, what was I saying? Goodness gracious, lost that thought. Yeah, I don't know what happened with the weather today. It was actually not bad. Alright, and the other thing I wanted to do is my envelope. Because I'm not using, I am not using really stamps that have anything on them. So I am just going to do a bit of this. And do my envelope up a bit. Alright, pop that away. And what else? Which one have we got next? Now on here I have used, see these little funny dots here? I have used those. They're here somewhere, there they are, to put a bit of sand stuff down. I don't know what the sand stuff is, sorry, bring back that. Now under here you're meant to put your piece mat because these stamps aren't the big hard ones, and it makes sure it does it. So I'm just putting a couple of, look at that, just on the sea, on the water. And I'm going to do it on here. I don't want it everywhere like that. Alright. And I'm not putting it on this one on the beach. I don't know why. I could. But I will. But I think some of it gets covered up with stuff. But you've got to sort of keep it focused, don't you? And make sure that you run a card going how you need it. So I need all those stamps, so that makes that easy. And I think I'll just clean that off and put it away. But Leanna, you're getting my idea about lines, because you'll see them in a minute. Where's my stamp set? There it is. And while I've got that out, I'll put my Timid Tiger. It is a different orange than the ones like Peacan Pie. It really is a little bit different. It's a brighter orange. I don't know how many suns I'm going to use. So let's just do this. And I'll put a sun there. And I have to wait to put my other sun on because that's going in my lines. I need a drink. It's good to make cards when you've got a gin in your hand. Okay, next we're going to start and glue these together. Now, as you can see, this has all got to fit on here. So I'm not going to do it on straight away because I am going to have a piece missing. So I'm just going to start and glue like this. So I'm going to get, oh my God, we've got a mat for everything, guys. Don't worry. We will not make a mess. So I'm going to get my glue, which I think I might need a new one, and just go up and down in the middle of that. And put that one down. Alright, I've got a mess there. And then we're going to do the same. So that's there's my lines, Leanne. You've got to have a laugh. I thought you'd like that. And another one. And so that's our C. And this one. More C. Is that cool? You liking it? And last but not least, our beach. Hi Heather, how are you? And on there. And we've got our beach. Now I'm just going to hold that for a sec to let it set, because the I put the glue on and the card's quite hard and it's trying to pull itself up. And hopefully it's wide enough. See, it's a little down one end, a little thing. I noticed that. So see here, I'm going to cut this to fit on. Is that our right one? Yeah. So it does take it down a little bit. I'm just going to move that up a bit, because that corner, did you notice that corner was a little bit out, but we're going to cut that. So because this piece here is 4.5, I'm going to cut it to 4 1/4, and the other one is 3 1/2, and I'm going to make that 3 1/4. There's the top. Okay, so this, what did I say, 4 1/4? I'm going to take a bit from both ends. I hope that glue doesn't go on my nice new I just changed my cutter. So if I'm right, I said 4 1/4, didn't I, guys? You know what, it's like I say when you're sewing, measure twice, cut once. And Stampin' Up seems to be the same. So yes, I was doing that to 5 1/4, 4 1/4, and the other one I'm doing to 3 1/4. So 4 1/4, and now we've got 3 1/4. Oh, got it right! Look at that. So a little bit in on that one. So we might just have a bit more of a border. What's that come into? 3 1/8. It's because it's glued. I should have probably started out with that end's a little bit in. So I'm going to take it as far as I can to this one, into that line, there's a ridge there. So I'm going to take that into the ridge and cut off the other bit for make sure that's exactly the same, and take that little bit of extra off up there. And now I'll have to clean my board, won't I? I know what I am going to clean is my fingers. Oh, Holiday and Bright. That's nice. Is it cold? There you go. Not cold, Heather? Right, doesn't that look lovely? Guess what we're going to do now? I got a brand new one, and I put way too much the other day because it was so new, it came out. And I'm only going to just put it on the ocean because I want that to have a bit of a sparkle to it. So see how it's just getting that sparkle on that. I'll just get a bit more on. Get down a bit. Come on. Is this my old one, maybe? I did get a new one, and that was the one that pooped it everywhere. Look at this, it all went up there. Oh, now that's better, isn't it? If you guys don't know who Kayla is, you want to have a look. She makes some awesome stuff. Awesome, awesome. Alright, and so now we're going to put that onto there. Okay, so I'm sticky everywhere, guys. And I'm putting a bit of extra glue that I wouldn't normally at a card because it's standing up and it's quite heavy with all that stuff on it. I want to make sure it does not move. A bit of glue there. Alright. So there's the start for Leanne, who wanted her lines. Oh, that's nice, Heather. Oh, I'd love to see the leaves. I love winter changing. Alright, so next we're going to build our little things. So these were the die cuts that I showed you earlier. The glasses. Now that is the size of a totes bag, which I thought, oh, isn't that lovely? I'm going to do that. And I'm going to see it folds on the side. And you fold that in and it makes your bag that sits, and on a big card, there it is there, on a big card, that bag sits out like that and it's big and looks like that. Now, on a card this size, it's fine. It doesn't look big at all, does it? But on my little old card, it looked way too big. So I had to readjust that. So what I did was I looked at that and I looked at that and I kept the bottom piece and I just trimmed it down. So I trimmed it down to 1.5 by 2 1/4. So that was the middle. I left that as normal, but I cut off the top till this was only 2.5. So I've only taken a small bit off it. Or you can, I think I might have taken it off the bottom, so I kept that nice. See, there's a little fluted edge that goes around there. So, where's my scissors? So, it's the same width of that, and I've taken off, I think it's that much. And I've changed that a bit because we're going to do it shaped like the other one was. So normally I pulled that out, thought what a lovely way to put that card, and I didn't quite get it how I should. So I'm using like that, and on the bottom of here I've got the bag bottom, and again I'll be cutting that, so I'll glue that on and then we'll cut it to fit. So I'll put those flat for a minute, but they will pop up. So, and I want these little tiny ones. They're the straps. So this is fiddly, guys. Just a little bit of glue down there and there. And we're going to put our lines on for the handbag. And the other side. Bring that over a bit. That over a bit. Alright. Damn sticky fingers again, guys. And bottom of the bag on here. Now while that's sticking, I'm just going to take this over to the side and cut those extra pieces off. And around. Oops. And around. Alright, so it's not quite how they had made it. Where did that thing go? So my fingers are all sticky and messy. Just going to clean that off the card a bit. I don't want that because I can use my embossing buddy, but I'm just going to keep going because I've got to do other things on it. So we've got our handle. So this one's going on the front. Now with the handles they have other little bits and pieces you can go with. I'm going to bring that in and in. You can, in the dies, where are the dies? They've got little extra bits, tiny little brown things that sit on the top and give you an extra leather. But because this card was looking all right, I didn't want to, I like people to be able to make cards that they can actually achieve at home and not find it all too hard, because when I first started, by the time I worked out what to do, I was exhausted cutting it all. But then maybe I'm just a plotter of a card maker. So, right, so now I'm going to do this again on the front though of the next one, and I'm going to stick it to the back there. So I'm just holding that for a few seconds. A little handbag. Alright, because that's going to come out a bit, remember? Whoops. Stay there. Bother. Fiddly these things, aren't they? I'll just hold it for a sec. Alright, because I'm going to see at the back there, there's this little fold bit, and that's going to make the card sit out on top of my beach. And when I made that card, I've made that one a little bigger than the last one, but at least you can see the flowers now, which I don't think is a bad problem. So I am, and I'm sure I used some dimensionals because it is such a tiny little bag. I thought I'd give it a bit of help standing out. So, and that will help with that thing staying around. And I don't need to put one down there because these are going on where they are. See, they're holding it out. So when I put that on here, I want you to see. What did I do wrong, guys? What did I do wrong? Oh, I forgot to take the little white backings off the dimensionals. Oh my goodness. There's got to be someone that does these cray-cray things, doesn't it? And I'm okay. I don't mind being cray-cray. So my bag's just a bit bigger than I would have liked. I'm going to actually let it go over a little bit on the blue. I did that before anyway. And see that? Now, some people put things in there. And I'm just going to put those little flaps up to hold it. See how it holds it out? But I decided, because it's so little, and I'm not really going to get a lolly paper in it or something like that, or a towel. Oh, why does that look like it's blurry there? See, when it arrives in the card, it looks like that. It arrives flat, and then they just stand it up and put it up there on the table. And everyone will be going, oh my God. So there's my little glasses, and I've got a little purple. So again, this is more fiddling. I'm just going to get my glue mat. Alright. Oh, I used my tweezers out in the other room today. Have I got that the right way? So this is really, really tiny. So my trick, when you've got something so small, use a little glue on your glue mat and wipe it through, just like that. Can you see? And then you don't, yes, I'm still going to get a little sticky finger here, but then you don't get it all over the front of the glasses, that tiny little scratching, because you've got, you've done it that way. Alright, I'll put those, oh, he needs new glasses. There you go. So, and then they're going to go onto the handbag because they're hanging off the side of the bag. And I'm going to just push that down with this away from my fingers because I'm getting a bit sticky. Okay, we're nearly there, guys, nearly there. Now, here's our little sun cream. And indentations come off that. So I cut out another one in the yellow and we put that on, and we have sunshine on here. And we definitely are getting to the end of our glue. Still enough. That's fine. I think because I had it standing up. I use these little glasses I got from, you know when you buy Costco, you get these little not jellies, you get mousses in them. I make jellies for the kids, rainbow jellies for the kids, but I also use them in my classes for the ink things to stay up so they don't keep lying them down. Alright, now I'm just checking. I think I've just glued him down. So we're not can't put him on yet for a minute. And as you can see, I mean, maybe I could put the scarf on here now because it's a bit bigger. But I don't want to. I want to do it my way. Where are we? So next we've got, see these little sea turtles or sea bloody something, and I'm going to, you can use glue dots, but I don't use glue dots. I do when I've got really little stuff, but I love the tear and tape, and especially with this sea urchin or whatever the heck it is. Where's my picky tool? I'm going to do it on my finger. Okay, so I take that off and then I just scrunch this a bit because I want it to make this lift a little bit. Can you see that lift in it? So I'm going to put some on there and in there, and I'm going to push that out so it sits up. And I'm just going to do that with the outer one, and that's got the bounce there, but it'll stay up because it's not stuck right down. And we've got a little starfish. He's going down with glue. He's easy boy. Gotta be careful I don't put the glue in my glass. And I'm doing him over a little bit onto the blue because I like that. And there's my sunshine. I'm doing that upside down, aren't I, naughty? Put my sunshine. I had him over there on this one. Oh, look at that. He's so cute. And put it away. Honestly, you can't sell your sets if you don't have enough stamps. So now we've got one of these on the bottom down here. But I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to find a couple of sayings out of this bag. So I'm not putting the same sayings on. Because I'm not. I cut out the whole lot. I've got the I showed you the stamp set, but I can't find where I put the die set. When I clean up, I will. So, oh, that's the message. Miss you? No. You're simply incredible, forever friends. I did a boo-boo on that one, didn't I? Miss you. Congratulations. Time to celebrate. Hey, what about hooray? We're at the beach. What do you reckon, guys? Which one should I do? Time to celebrate? Not really, that's for drinking, isn't it? Which one, girls? Hooray? You can do anything? Yeah, go for a swim. Let's see what else. You're simply incredible. Look at all these sayings. You just get these, you stamp the whole thing out, and you can get all of these. Can someone find one? Good luck. Hooray. Go, Heather. Wait, hey, look, there's another one here that says way to go. I might put that on the bottom one. We'll put hooray on the front and way to go on the inside. So you can put a happy birthday, you can add what you like, but you can say that because on the back, on the inside, there's an area to write in. So you can put if it's a happy birthday or hooray as well for you, Leanne. Excellent. We're going to do hooray. And I'm going to keep that flat because we've got enough lifted. And I'll pop that in there. You can still see your lines. Now, this is going to go on here. So what we might do, just move this down here. And I'm going to show you how to do the base of this. Alright. So here's our original card. So this here is going to be stuck in the bottom here. It's got a lot of work to do, that one. Okay, now I need to build up so that, I don't know if you can see there, that has a few pieces under it to lift it up so that it holds it sitting there. And so for that, I have, where are those other pieces of scrap I had? There they are. Okay, so I picked a couple of bits. So we've got Blueberry Bushel the same, and that's the same size as the card. And so what we're going to do is just build that up a little bit. Now we can do it in the white, because it doesn't matter. Or I've got another pair of, which one's blueberry? They both are. Okay, so I can do that. And what I might do is sandwich a dark one in the middle to give it some more height. So we're just going to build a little bridge. You can put your dimensionals there, but every time I look at it I can see the big white marks of them. I'm going to cut another one as well. And put that on and have 3. It just makes a lip to lift the card up. See, when you really can't see how big that is there, but it's got a few. I'm going to put that last one on the back, of course, and then, so you can't see them but you can see from the back. So then I'm going to put all of these on. Now there's a little bit of a gap there, so it might be good to put, where is it? A dimensional. Where did I put them? Or else fails, get another pack. I'll get these little minis, and just at the end, see that? They're flat where the other one's built up. So I'm just going to put a couple of little minis down there so it keeps it at the same height, so it doesn't look like it's sinking in the card. All the tricks you learn. I didn't know about these when I first started. I had a laugh the other day. I was looking at some cards I made with a friend, and I'd always been in carding, but I didn't know about Stampin' Up, and I used to do Kaiser craft. And one day a new girl came to school, and her child was in one of my twins' class. They were like 7. She came a little bit later, and she said to me one day, "I'll drop off this to you." And I said, "Oh, okay then." And I nearly threw away the wrong piece then. And she came over, and it was like a couple of months before Christmas. Yeah. Oh. This is not working, guys. Smile for me. Do something. Right. I'll go to the other end and take the pieces off that. And all right. And she said to me, "Oh, what are you doing?" And I said, "Oh, I'm making my Christmas cards." She goes, "Oh, I love Christmas cards. Can I join you?" And I said, "Well, it's only me. I'll just make mine." And so she said, "Oh, I'll bring back my stuff." And she brought back some of her stuff, and it was Stampin' Up. And I was like, "Where'd you get that?" And so we started doing all our cards. And I had some other cards that were stuff that was really nice as well. But because I'd, been, I cannot get that damn, there it is. The beginning of my Stampin' Up journey, I had some other beautiful stuff into cards, but they looked so amateurish to what I can do now. So, I've learned a lot from joining Stampin' Up. And there's a special on at the moment for Stampin' Up. If you join, you get like 300 worth of products. Oh, don't quote me. It'll be on one of my messages. Okay, get that off my nails. So now can you see that? Don't know if you can see it really. You can see all those layers under there. That gives it the lip. So with this one, we're going to put that onto dimensionals because it's white and you won't see them, but I want to use the big ones. I've got another pack here. I've got, yeah, there's another pack. I'll find the other one the minute I pack up. So I'm going to put big ones on this so that it leaps out. I like doing simple cards, but I never get real simple. I'm going to do this real simple. So Wednesdays I just do a class that are beginners cards, just for people to have a play with and just do something really quick instead of spending time. I mean, I love it, so I don't mind. Alright, so our way to go is going to go right smack in the middle there. And our sun cream is going to go here. And where's our other, our little, we have to get some more, we've got some left over. Some more tear and tape for those. No wonder my fingers are getting sticky. All this tear and tape and all of that stuff. But there is a really good starting up thing, and you don't have to do videos or not, you just get it, because it's really good. Because when I joined, I had an embossing machine, but I didn't have one of their nice fancy ones, so I got one of them as my starting up thing. Well, no, I did it over a bit. I got that as my starting up, and actually I did do that over a bit as well as my starting up. Now, there we go. So that, see how that clips in? And we're going to add the top piece. And I think, to be honest, Kaylee, when I first joined, sent me a card like this for Christmas. No, it might have been Mega Soiree. Oh, I'm sure it was one of them. I thought it was Kaylee. She's really good. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is go back to this. And we're just going to glue in here. So we want it just to be a little bit up of there. Alright. So line it up again in between your lines so you know where it's straight, and find, you know, how many blocks in you need and get it in. And so we're about there to there. We only want to come inside with glue there. Alright. Might pay to go and get another glue out. And I am giving it a bit more inside because it's quite heavy and you don't want it to come off in the post. Oh, Colleen, hello. I hope you saw this up. Sorry, Nicole, I didn't see you over there. I was too busy chatting. So Casey, if I'm correct, I've got that right, Colleen Casey, I have going to make your card next week. So all you have to do is share my live next week and you'll get it. So you'll be this card here this week was for Leanne, and she picked something I didn't have. And so my card is lines. How's that? What do you think, ladies? And we're done. Okay. Cheers. Or should I say hooray? So I hope you love that card and you like my idea to keep the group. That's why I said it. I called my thing Sparking Hope in my stamping group. Letting people realise that they can win something or get something if they do just a little bit. So please subscribe. Oh, thanks Nicole, thanks Colleen, that's so lovely for you to say that. Share, and Leanne, it's on the way to you. I hope you enjoy that card. Thank you, ladies, and I'll see some of you tomorrow for the easy card, and the rest of you I'll see next Tuesday night. Thanks for joining me. Bye. I've got to find a way to turn it off. See you next time. Bye.